Hey guys, it is me, Tanya, founder of the TNG Designs Group Limited. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about what is the difference between branding and marketing. That part. The amount of times that people actually get it confused between the two. Well, in this video, you're going to find out what exactly the difference is. But before you get stuck into this video, please remember to go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that little ding bell so that you do not miss out on another video of mine for sure. And as always, stick around to the very end because I've got a super cool gift to be able to share with you folks. In any case, let's go and let's get into this. Okay, so as I said, we're going to be talking about the idea of what is the difference between marketing and branding. And I'm going to give it to you plain and simple because you know that's what I like to do. So, branding, as you know it, as you always heard me speaking about, branding is all about the essence of who you are, what it is that you do, why it is that you do it, your beliefs, your values, all the little intricacies that make you you. And equally, when you get to understand what each and every one of those elements are, you get to understand how to start stepping up and standing out above your competition, because that is super key to be able to do. And when folks come to me usually about saying, Tan, do you know what? I'm sick and tired of being lost amongst the noise of what it is that my competition is doing or what other people are doing. And I know that I've got something worth shouting about. And I know that I've got something of value to be able to share with my audience. And if that sounds like something that you've done and you know as well, tackle your brand. I say tackle it, approach your brand and actually go back to the drawing board. Even if you're existing business, sometimes we just need to go back to that drawing board because it's super key when you get to understand your vision, your values and your purpose. When you get to understand those, everything else flourishes from it. Your logo, your coloring, your fonts, the form of what it is that you do and why it is that you do it. As I said before, when you understand those elements and what they are for yourself, you get to share that with everybody that you're speaking to. You get to share that with all the audience, with all the people that you're trying to connect with. So think about that, folks. So that's branding. Now we come on to the idea of marketing. So marketing is the idea of how your audience actually found you in the first place. And that can come through the idea of your email marketing. It can come through the idea of your advertising, any other device like that to be able to get to your audience, to you. That's your marketing. So, you know, when I talk to you guys about the idea of your branded message, the language that you're using, it comes into play in your marketing. And here's the difference, folks. As I said before, it's always talking about the idea of what makes you you, right? Your branding in that respect. If you don't have someone to drive it or something to drive to your brand, well, then how are people going to know about you? Yes, we are out here shouting about what it is that we're shouting about or talking about what it is that we're talking about, and equally the reason why we're doing it, but your marketing will help to get that message across. Your marketing will actually be able to help your brand be delivered in a way that suits your brand, suits who it is that you are, and equally encourages and empowers other people to do the same and believe in what it is that you have to offer. Your marketing will help you to do that. And incidentally, your marketing actually happens on your social media platforms as well. Did you know that? So they are different. However, they super work hand in hand together. They are needed together. Because at the end of the day, if you are creating a brand, well, how are people going to be knowing about you? Aside from you shouting as much as you can, how are people going to actually know the power of your service, the power of your product, what it is that you can actually do for them and why it is that you do it for them? If you only have marketing, well, where are you going to drive that marketing to? Who are people going to understand what this brand is even about? Who are people going to understand why should I even come to them in the first place? You see, folks, they equally work hand in hand together. I cannot stress that to you enough because it is super key and important, as I keep saying about a lot of this stuff. And yes, I do repeat myself, but I repeat myself for a very, very good reason, because it's needed to know about. It's needed to be able to be understood. Your branding is not your marketing, and your marketing is not your branding. Equally, as I've said to you before, your logo is also not your branding. But again, it's almost like a trio that works hand in hand together quite nicely but equally they have their own power within themselves separately. Your branding is not your logo is not your branding is not your marketing, and your marketing is not your branding. So really think about that, folks, and I really hope that this message resonates with you. Share this with somebody who you feel could really learn and understand the difference between the three, really, aside from the two. But know and remember that your branding is not your marketing, and your marketing is not your branding. They are two completely separate, different things. However, they need each other to be able to get the audience, get your ideal audience to you, be able to talk to your ideal audience specifically and directly in a way that is meaningful to them and equally meaningful to you, because you want them to understand who it is that you are and why it is that you do what you do. So remember that, folks. Your branding, all about what it is that you do, why it is that you do it, your values that actually resonate with who you are as a brand, as a business, as a person. Your marketing is the delivery, is the vehicle that actually gets your audience to you in a way that still resonates to you and equally to them as well. Because, I always talk about this idea of they need to understand that you equally understand them. Well, your marketing actually helps you to do that. So folks, I'm going to leave it there, and I really hope that this message resonates with you and you understand now what the difference is. As always, I've got a super cool gift to be able to share with you that will allow you to understand how you can keep elevating your brand, how you can actually get your brand out there so that you can then set your marketing up in the best kind of a way. So go ahead and download my guide, which will actually allow you to be able to understand what you can do for yourself and your business and your personal brand, whatever that may be for yourself, so that you can start hitting your targets, so that you can start making those better connections and equally reaching out to the people that you want to reach out to. So folks, go ahead and download that link, download that guide from that link. How about that? And remember to go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, and equally to hit that ding bell to make sure that you do not miss out on any videos that I upload to my channel. Folks, I will see you on the other side.